It's really good against Kunkka and all these supports. You kind of get on them, you open wounds them, they go down.
What about like Jug or something?
Jug could be okay. I think Jug's not great against Broodmother. Your Omni, if you don't have Battle Fury, will jump on the spiders
Hmm.
and kind of get wasted. I think the Lifestealer is probably the best solution right now, unless Alliance picks some crazy thing.
Is that the first PL pick?
I believe so.
Why would you pick PL against Ember? Is this bonkers? I mean, Febby
Yes.
did point out they had a lot of single target, but like, they're just screaming like, "Please buy Battle Fury," right?
The Battle Fury build actually doesn't scale that early. It's more better you get some like Maelstrom BKB Radiance and then start going to more physical as the game goes later.
Single
Maybe it's
target
a
physical or
I think like Deso, Battle Fury, then Daedalus as your last 3 items on the
gotcha
Ember.
as like a solution against all the
Yeah.
illusions.
Unless Miracle plays the Ember, I doubt we'll be seeing any early Battle Free on Ember.
Yeah, I mean it's not great to rush, I suppose. Almost nobody rushes Battle Fury anymore, just AM. Timbersaw last pick. Another good way to deal with it. Lots of AoE. He can lane against the Brood, be invulnerable basically. Yeah, it is going to be Weehaw Timbersaw. It's an old throwback to, you could say, the TI6 run for Weehaw.
Yeah, even on a Planet Hot, Weehaw was playing it a lot.
That's true. Although I should say that the game that he played it at TI6, he did not do very well. I seem to remember. His skill build was real wacky.
Wasn't it more Moo that played it?
Yeah, you're right,
On the team?
actually. You're completely right. It was Moo more. But Weehaw did play a one game, I think. He had like some weird stuff going on. Oh, but yeah, in later months, he was really excellent at the hero. So, Mickey is going to be playing the Phantom Lancer. If I remember correctly, PL was like one of the 8 heroes that wasn't picked day one. I assume this is the first one, but I might be wrong. But they have lots of little things to kill, and Timber and Ember will be decent at killing them.
Mike's mid game is going to be rough, I think, against the Ember and the Timber. Unless it's like 5-6 slot items, it's gonna have a hard time in the team fight.
Well, like, why is PL so weak right now? Just feels like you need, what, at least level 7 till you can lane as a harasser.
I feel like his HP is too low right now, so he needs at least like BKB, Heart, Scotty, one of those three before he can win properly team fight.
Or at least level 15, right? Like, when you hit 15, it's okay, because you get the health
Yeah,
taunt.
you get to health
but,
at 15.
but before that, it just feels really rough to fight more than like 10 seconds, I feel like.
Also, if the Ember gets this like Maelstrom timing and this BKB timing, the PL can't do anything. You can't doppel out of root. So I think the PL is a little weak this game, but I think this Brood is going to be the bigger hero for Alliance to carry. And like we saw yesterday, Alliance is really good around playing this Koifa Brood. So I do actually still favor the Alliance draft purely because of the Brood Mother.
Weehaw on Timbersaw, it looks like he's going to try to fight against the Boxy Kunkka, because Timber is really great against strength cores. And Ember Fear is okay against Brood. Like, Brood will farm too, like Connor said, but Ember will have a great time.
We got some chat will in this game, guys.
Yeah? You like some good chat wheels?
I mean, it makes it difficult to complete full sentences sometimes when there's chat wheeling this much, but
I think you just talk over it.
it sometimes works, yeah.
So the lanes look like it's going to be a Timber solo bot as of now. They're going to try to match it up versus Kunkka. Obviously, that's a good Timber lane. The Ember versus Brood mid, I think, is a little interesting. I've seen the matchup go both ways heavily. The Ember has really low armor, so if the Brood gets a fast medallion, he can kind of get pressured. But most of the time, they will just trade farm. And then top, it looks like it might be a tri-lane versus tri-lane right now for Liquid.
Oh, the Hawk saw Insania put down that ward. It's
Oh,
going
nice.
to be pretty nice for Liquid supports.
Yeah, especially against the tri-lane, right? So it'll be easier for them to sneak to the sides, land arrows, that kind of a thing. Do they have Ascent? They don't, actually.
I think they are buying it on the chicken. Yeah.
Yep, it's coming.
It's really good experience for the supports. That's the best part, I think.
How much towards level 2 do you get?
It's 100 XP.
Okay.
Which is a little under half of the level.
Yep, that's not bad. Does it split it with AoE?
It does.
Whoever's okay.
So
You could get it solo if you want, but
yeah.
I mean, either way.
They probably should give it to maybe the Beastmaster solo. You can get Aura, and then since it's a tri-lane, it's really strong.
So the main reason why Liquid is considered to be like the best early game team, like I remember Naha saying it a few years ago, or like 1 year ago, it's because Kuroki and whoever's lane support. Wait.
Shakira,
Oh, the arrow just missed. So as I was saying, Kuroki is really good at identifying the kill lanes, whether it was like Jerax or GH.
Well, it was a killing until they missed the arrow.
Yeah. I mean, they could have done so much damage. That would have been at least like a salve worth of heal on
Yeah.
Jakiro that he would have taken if he gets arrowed there.
He might
So-
even go down to the Borslow.
Yeah, maybe.
So this PL is going to have to spear, get a bunch of creeps with it for the early game. He's already used 2 spears, and he's at 6 CS, so this lane's going well for him. And bot, the Timber is actually kind of suffering. This Kanka is completely free farming.
Look, we talked.
Timber should have suffered more, but Taiga wasted a lot of time trying to kill the chicken. Now he's coming back to the lane, but
And once Timber hits like level 2 or level 3 especially, he just feels invulnerable.
yeah, and he's gonna get a lot of experience here for free. So Taiga kind of screwed up, but what can you do?
Courier Snipe can really change the game a lot of times too.
Yeah, especially since it's this Brood Ember matchup. If this Ember doesn't have the regen, I think Brood would just snowball over him.
So you know what actually kind of ruined it was that the fact that the Hawks on the place the ward, they brought the sentry top instantly. Whereas normally if they weren't guaranteed on the ward, they would have sent the courier mid. So
Oh, yeah.
in some ways it's just a little bit unfortunate how that played out for Alliance there.
But he missed the crucial timing to pressure the Timber bottom. Now
Yeah.
he's gonna get the level 2 reactive armor, so the support cannot do anything against him.
Yeah, he's got 13 armor here, 16 HP per second, hasn't used a single tango yet. 2 minutes in.
Now he's just gonna TP top, Taiga. Gonna
Sure,
try
sure.
lane top.
I think this Trilon should still be liquid favorite. Oh, that was nice by Mika.
This is why they picked the Phantom Lancer.
Good teamwork, good teamwork. Mika saves Insania there.
So
Yeah.
the main issue with that is he can't do it for himself if the arrow's timed
True.
properly. But it kind of actually defends his supports. That's actually really smart.
So is this justified enough for picking the PL? I mean, he can block the arrow with the illusion without threatening his hero. Does that make it all worth it?
It is really great against SD, Mirana, and Beastmaster, but I don't think it was great against Ember picked. So Ember and Timber.
There's a lot of stuff you can do a similar thing with. Like even with
Lifestealer,
Lifestealer, you
yeah.
can rage walk in front, jug, you can spin walk in front.
That's kind of a lot of resources,
yeah,
but
tank this arrow should be good in this type of lane.
well, it's cool. At least we'll see how it works out later. Maybe his PL negatives will be too much later on in the match, but perhaps not. We'll see. It's always cool to see like the meta develop halfway through the tournament, like where people realize, okay, Mirana's super good. Rather than banning it, maybe we just get some random hero pick that deals with it. And maybe they'll still justify. Maybe GH won't get any kills in the laning stage. And as a result, his impact as a Mirana 4 is just not going to feel as strong. And just like sacrificing by picking that PL carry might end up making it worth it in the end because the 4 isn't as strong. That's always fun to watch in the meta.
That is true, but he's just counting a position 4 when he has to be a game winner. Wait, hold on to that thought as he gets arrowed. The Sword Chancellor does so much, Sword Catcher does so much damage to appear. Wait, but they're
They're
juking.
He's gonna
BK.
find out right now, but it might make mind control go
But
down.
he's gonna get a counter kill on mind control.
GH
GH
might
is
go
gonna
down
get
to the
stunned up too. Oh,
branch
beautiful tree
block.
branch from Mickey.
Okay.
That's a double kill too.
PL best here, and here's the other counter too. You can doppelganger off Soul Catcher, and it
Yes.
instantly heals you. So
That
it's
is
like,
true, that is true.
So instead of 40% at max level, it's 20%.
yeah, 20, which is still a lot of damage, but the instant dispel is actually quite good.
Yes.
So,
But
Alliance, man.
I still do stand by my point that it's not great against Ember and Timbers, and he needs
Yeah.
to be the game winners. And I feel like he's just not the strongest hero in the game right now.
Insania goes down, but PL lived. And that's the bigger picture here.
Yeah, and he got a kill, dude. That's sick. Ember is doing pretty well. 39 last hits and 2 denies. So basically, him and Brood are just trading.
Yeah, Brood's almost gonna level up on him right at this point. But Ember, anytime he gets a free lane, it's really good for him. The hero, like I have said earlier, his laning stage is really weak. So anytime he gets this nice early game, he is able to rotate around the map, make a lot of space for his team.
It was really nicely done by Boxy there. Just finds the Timber, gives him the X that guarantees he gets both bounty runes.
I was kind of watching his lane too. He's just been cutting against the Timber, so Timber did not have any chance to use that Whirling Death on the Kunkka.
Which is so good against melee heroes. Like what Febby means by cutting, like if Boxy wants to come get these last hits, then Weehawk can do this, run after him, use his spells. But if he just runs behind the tower and kills the creep wave, then he doesn't have to worry about Weehawk ever threatening his life like this. Weehawk can basically just dive and do whatever the heck. He still doesn't use a single tango this game. It's
Yeah, well.
really giving him the chase here.
Nice torrent. He's gonna catch up on Weeha, but
Doesn't
he
matter.
doesn't take damage.
Oh, that's his first tango, dude. Pressured.
Yeah.
He only has 2 points in the reactive, so he actually does take some damage from the tower.
Yeah, he does. I don't know. The dragon exploded, man. Oh, here he is.
It looks like good Disruption into arrow combo killed him off. But I don't know. I kind of didn't like the Kunkka going for the boundaries because now he's got a lane against the Timber. You know.
Instead of like going for the backline, he might try for a
Oh,
kill here. We'll
wait
see
a
if he's
second.
successful.
Oh, Weeha with a perfectly timed Timber chain.
X
Gets
was
out.
a little early. You can X during the actual movement of the chain, it'll cancel it. But if the chain hasn't latched and he gets pulled back, it won't cancel the chain.
It looks like Miracle is rotating top here. GH is the arrow. This doesn't even need disruption. Miracle wants more though. He's looking for Taiga. They're gonna get 2 alliance supports while Mickey lives.
So they countered the combo a little bit, but eventually they find openings, and these deaths are going to mean that Mickey's not going to be able to defend.
I remember casting yesterday about this Ember Broodmother matchup too, and that time wait. Mind Control gets Cursed Crown. He's gonna get
They
stunned.
TP the
Will there
Kunkka
be any
top as
follow-up?
well. Nice root on the Beastmaster, but Disruption is going to stop some damage. Boat's on flow for 8 seconds, but I think Mind Control's going to go down here.
Miracle's playing guard is going to be up. He wants more. He's going in. He's burning Taiga up. Taiga is invulnerable right now, but he's still going to get burned up a little bit.
Tiger's going to go down, but
The
the nice
boat
boat's going to
connect?
catch him.
Oh, it is connect, but
Shattered
will
him.
there be enough damage? Miracle does not have Searing Chain,
He's gonna
so
miss
he's
the
just going to have
Tidebringer.
to just burn them up.
No one's dying, man. Everyone has 50 HP.
Miracle does have 3 Fire Remnants.
Nice.
Oh.
He dodges the arrow.
That was his own arrow, his own
Oh.
team's arrow. I also was confused though. Great jump there.
Dodges the pullback.
He needed to pump his torrent there for that to be successful, but perfect timing from Miracle reading that animation. And in the meantime, Weeha just standing here hitting buildings.
Now, Weeha had to rotate mid because Broodmother was doing a lot of damage mid while the Ember was missing, so Weeha, his rotation to mid was really good.
This Brood's so farmed. 88 CS. That's 8 minutes in the game.
That's
Yeah.
actually insane, yeah. I mean, a lot of that's neutrals probably. No, he's
Yeah.
actually not set up for newts yet. Oh, enemy newts he is.
He's been farming the Radiant jungle.
While all that has been going on, Mind Control kind of caught up on levers at bottom lane too. And what it
Has he?
desperately needed because it was tri-laning top.
I mean, he's only level 5. He's still pretty behind considering he's an offlane, but once he gets 6, he'll be okay. He just needs to get 6 and then turn it into a kill somewhere, ideally on like Brood or something.
I like how Miracle keeps running at the PL lane.
Just because it forces him out of lane.
Yeah, PL doesn't feel that great jungling before he's 6.
Yeah, it's all he needs to do. This PL, like every time if you follow him before he TPs, the PL ever TPs away from you, you just continue to
Miracle
chase him.
does have DD for this one.
Oh, jumps at the perfect time once again here. One gets used on Mickey, he's running for his life, but looking like he'll be chased down. Oh, that juke was so sick!
Goes down. Miracle doesn't know where he is.
Oh, he will soon!
Nice.
Oh my god. Still
Slight
chasing.
box is gonna
DD
be
is
so low.
scary here. He's got
Still a
one,
10 stick.
dodges the dual breath, and he is completely fine. Man, they just missed a couple too many skills. The Ice Path missed Ember Spirit. He still wants to chase.
Miracle is creating so much space. Now GH top is very happy. He's close to 6.
The
Can't TP
doppelganger.
back bot. He should be fine now. I don't think Miracle will pressure into the tier 2.
Okay, good Ice Path. Dual breath is not going to fully catch him. He's taking some damage here. He doesn't
Still
have any
stick.
fire remnants. Okay, he does now.
He's gonna dodge the stun. Oh, he doesn't care.
It's
He
like,
wants
eh.
to TP back, get the full
Oh.
bottle charge, and come back.
Yeah, if he doesn't do that, he wouldn't be able to TP back or jump back for free.
Grabbing his nice Beastmaster Vlad's recipe.
What a nice guy, dude.
He doesn't even have it though. He still needs a Morbid Mask.
Just planning ahead.
Disrupt on Boxy.
Miracle's gonna try to chase. They're still gonna get the bounty on Alliance, but this Dark Willow's in trouble right now.
Oh, that was a good double soul catcher.
Foxy,
Boxy might go down.
the Soul Catcher's running out right now. He's gonna get some health back, but the Weehaw catches the Chakra. He's gonna go down right now.
What a good chakram.
Nowhere to run.
He's definitely dead now. God. The pressure just looks so obnoxious. Whirling Death and Soul Catcher, man. How are they supposed to stay alive in these early fights?
Okay, get out of there, man.
Minka is so underfarmed. He's level 5.
They're all just having so much trouble trying to stop this running you.
But guys,
And that was the tier
Spider.
1.
Wow, Miracle is playing amazing. He's just keeping up the pressure for the past 5 minutes. Broodmother lost his tower too because he got pressured so hard, so I saw him coming bottom to kind of like mirror the aggression. But I don't think he should have came because he lost the mid tower.
He does have his Diffusal Blade at least. He could potentially help out in guaranteeing an Ember kill.
Yeah,
Just mana drain him.
he is still very farmed.
Is he farmed enough? I don't think so. I think this Ember Timber dual core is so strong right now. This PL is gonna not be a hero for the next 20 minutes at this point now. And the Brood doesn't kill this Timber ever.
Oh wait, we are kind of screwed up the Timber chain here.
They don't have enough damage, I think. He might go up.
There is no one charge from Weeha too.
Brood rather. Nice rotation.
It's his first diffuser so in 2, so successful.
Only 7 more charges.
And then he has to upgrade it.
Exactly. Now, that was a great rotation though. Killing, you have to kill Timber at least 1 or 2 times in those aggressive movements that he makes. Because if you don't, he's just never going to die. He's always going to be pressuring your towers. And now they buy themselves at least 30 seconds where they can get on the map a little bit.
Yeah, the Timber hero, once he dies once or twice, unless he's really farmed and is playing the map properly, he falls behind and actually starts dying to even like 1 or 2 heroes.
And Kunkka picks up his Urn now, which was definitely very much needed. If he gets Spirit Vessel finished and Timber doesn't have his Dispel option, then he's definitely killable with Spirit Vessel. It helps a lot.
Drums finished on the Ember Spirit.
Is this like a good timing for Drum Ember?
Yeah.
Good.
GH is rushing Axe too, so kind of excited about that.
Cool.
Does he have? He has Arcane Boots, so a lot of mana on the Mirana. He's just gonna throw an arrow every couple seconds, hope for a hit.
Typical Timber
excellent.
support movement. The 2 supports smoke behind the Timber.
Because he'll get gone on, and then they can turn things around.
Yep.
Got Kunkka coming mid here.
Alliance is
He's got
biting
that
the trap. Croquet is going to be ready.
Ooh, perfect timing.
He's kind of dead. Nice catch on the Shadow Demon. Not too many heroes there.
Because of his
5 heroes.
sacrifice, Timber lived, so I would say it was okay.
I mean, they could have still gotten him for sure if he timed the combo a little bit better. But it's like a mind game, right? Like when is he gonna X exactly? When is he gonna Torrent exactly? But Weehaw keeps timing his Timber Chain perfect. Mickey is going for a Manta Rush actually, probably to help get outside of Syrian Chains.
Yeah.
It'll keep his Doppelgang unlocked, but he's gonna be leveling it up pretty late. He's only got 1 point still. So
the Manta also helps you push out lanes because your Manta illusions can obviously create more illusions.
that's a good point.
So if you want to farm on these agility heroes, buying an early Manta, and then farming camps and then shoving the Manta illusions down the lane is gonna accelerate your GP.
And
Alliance
and
heroes
safely.
are smoked to try to kill the Timber. We have Timber here. He's got no backups whatsoever. It looks like he's gonna go down.
We've seen this before.
He lived last time.
Yeah, but there's no supports around him, so
Dude, that was a lot of damage. He actually died quite quick that time.
Macro Pyre into a boat. He can't really survive, but the Yule's almost finished on
It's
him now.
really close, 100 gold away. So now he'll be able to protect himself from the X combo, but it's super big that Alliance has been successful now with 2 kills on him.
yeah, that's his second death in a row. Like, bro, I feel like Liquid is just not working together as a team. The 2 supports has to sit behind Timber. He's not that tanky right now, especially the build that is going. He doesn't have the double bracer nor the hood.
Well, I mean, they were there, right? Kuro died, and then he kind of stayed top. So is that still a team issue, or is
Yeah,
that
it is a team.
OE
He
issue?
should
Okay.
be. He should have waited for the SD.
It's poor spiders.
Ember's really low on mana, but they don't have detection.
Quakefa kind of in trouble.
Big
huh?
wand charge.
Oh, he's missing, dude.
Was he
Oh, he
missing the
should
Shadow
go
Demon?
down here. Yeah, he goes down.
I'm sorry, why was he missing?
The Shadow Demon disrupted him, and he has passive on
Oh,
the bird, so
yeah,
the
yes.
illusions were
Gotcha. Yeah.
incapacitating, biting the own spider.
Bitten by your own.
Some spider and spider action. In the meantime,
up.
Croak is getting gone.
Croak is manning off.
Super dead.
He's very dead.
Position 5 SD
They
manning
give him the
off like
boat.
that.
They give him a terrorize.
That's where you all chat, right? Only took 5 ultimates to kill me.
I guess it was space for 4 boundaries.
Mickey in
Mickey
trouble.
is dangerously low.
The Yules just arrived for the Timber Sauce.
Wait,
but
is
he should
Rhea
be
gonna
fine.
die again?
No, he is the Yules.
He is alone.
He might even go for Taiga. This
Alright,
guy's
Miracle,
so cocky
Miracle's
right
coming
now.
out.
Dude, Taiga's felt really vulnerable this game. There's all this like AoE damage basically, so it doesn't matter if he's in Shadow Realm. They just turn on Flame Guard or do like Timber Chain Whirling Death and he dies.
And Foxy almost finishing up the vessel, but are they even going to have the charges to be able to kill this Timber Saw? He's no charges right now. It's really hard for him to get a kill in the first place.
Guys, I remember to do not worth at 15 minutes.
15.
Totally
Is this supposed to be
standard.
10?
Maybe. Yes.
Alright.
I love how like Liquid's taking control of the map. GH is just farming top.
Febby,
Mind
yeah,
control
see?
is
Febby
farming
was still on
bottom.
last hits. It's not just me. Why? There you go. Sorry to interrupt you.
It's okay.
GH pushing top now.
Yeah, the 2 towers went down. The bottom tier 2 and the top tier 2. Unfortunately, the bottom tier 2 got denied, but they're still okay.
Doesn't it kind of feel like Liquid has the Brood on their team this game?
Yeah.
It's like they're just constantly on the enemy side of the map, messing around.
This
Making them
Weehawk
scramble.
Timber is only playing in the web so far. So whenever there's a web, there's a Timber. On that damage.
Oh, it goes both
Damage
ways
on
though.
him.
Yeah, those have to be careful here.
He had to be careful.
It's good. Yule's is such a good Timber item actually, because it's great at allowing you to set up your combos. But if in that kind of a moment there, once you use it offensively, it's just you're sitting duck afterwards.
Even using it defensively this game is really scary. If he Yules, they can torrent time, they can ice path, they can Bramling Maze on top of it.
Yeah, they can even do like terrorize or something.
Bedlam,
There's so many
terrorize,
options. Yeah.
I just feel like we are committing too much for like these kills. He has to feel happy just by bringing Alliance heroes over, cause GH is free farming, Ember's free farming, Beastmaster's free farming. All he has to do is not die.
Koifa's gonna get a little smacked by the Miracle Ember, but Miracle's queuing up a Radiance. Like I said, I think that's kind of the more standard build. The BKB is also decent this game. But if he's really confident,
Oh, he's going in deep.
he's just gonna go Radiance.
He only has 1
Oh,
remnant.
the root.
Would that be enough? Do they have damage?
They do have the damage.
Taiga does have Bedlam coming over. Oh, poor Kuroki looks like he's gonna die too.
It does look like.
Rhea is dusted up.
We have
Boxing gets
X'd up.
the
He has
X.
the Yule still. He's gonna Yule dodge the torrent, but they're gonna have
It's
another
back.
X coming up soon.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
mana.
Spirit Vessel is not gonna.
Yo, X is a good skill.
8-second cooldown.
Guys, just saying. Have you guys seen GH or Mind Control in these fights?
I haven't. Where is he?
No, they're just farming off.
Look
like,
how far, dude. Look at the net worth though. He's actually quite farmed this game. Like pretty much everybody this game. The top 7 are all within pretty close net worth.
Yeah, GH and Mind Control is just farming off in the side lanes.
But if GH showed up to these fights, dude, you probably have the same net worth as the Dark Willow.
That's what I
what's
mean.
more important?
That's what I mean by like Liquid not playing like a team. I feel like the 3 people that's drawing aggression, they shouldn't commit too hard, or like GH should communicate, or like they should be communicating. I feel like these deaths are not worth it. They're giving like Alliance to a chance to catch up.
Are they though? Because I mean, Ember's still farming really well. I guess like they're not blowing them away right now in net worth. That's true.
Yeah. Imagine if they didn't die, the Alliance networks would be a lot lower.
Alright, what about the fact that they have 2 really good counters to the cores of Alliance though? Like they've got the Ember against Phantom Lancer, they've got Timber against Phantom Lancer and against Brood. It feels
They
like
do,
they have good heroes.
But the problem is that those 2 keeps dying like in the past 5 minutes. Miracle, Ember, and Timber. Their items, I feel like they can be like 1 item ahead right
So
now.
do you think that they need to be ahead in farm to be competitive against those heroes, even though they have the matchup?
They can be around even farm, but there's a point where this PL doesn't care about the Ember anymore.
Yeah.
If the Ember doesn't start changing into physical build later in the game, if
If
he gets a heart and a satanic, most likely, it's PL level 20, 25. He has a low doppel. You just can kill
Oh,
him.
good catch.
Nice terrorize. He's gonna go down again. Lucas playing
That was
really
sick.
far up on the map.
Did you see how they did that? They did Torrent first, and once the Torrent lands, they guaranteed the Bramble Maze, which guarantees the next follow-up.
Yeah, well played by Alliance. They're utilizing this Kunkka and Dark Willow really well right now.
Yeah, this Observer Ward here spotting him out. 2
Mind
areas.
Control does have Crimson Guard finished now.
They're gonna find Boxy in the river. They're gonna get a nice 5-second arrow on him.
My God.
Timber does a lot of damage to Strength Hero still.
That was insane, dude. Soul Catcher plus Whirling Death.
Yeah. So I think this Ember might start to struggle soon with damage coming up against his PL. Since his PL has been being able to catch up. He's still 500 net worth below the Ember. He has this Manta now. He's going to start farming a lot more than he has now.
He's almost got 15 talent as well. 275 health will help, and he doesn't have to worry about Searing Chains really.
Searing Chains is a hero. If you
Oh,
get the
Miracle
rule.
changed his items to yours instead of Radiance. Because it's been
Ooh.
dying too much.
Because the X combo stuff.
Yeah.
And if he goes BKB, he's too like cooldown limited, right?
That's a good news for Pierre.
Anytime the team doesn't buy Radiance against you as a PL, you're gonna feel good.
Yeah, and Ember without Radiance or Battle Fury, he's eventually gonna feel bad against the peer.
Makes me think that if they just didn't succeed in getting 1 or 2 kills against Ember, that Liquid would just be running away with this game. Like, he'd probably have a Radiance soonish.
Yeah, he'd probably have about 1,000, 2,000 more gold, feeling good about himself. You know, it's 5-0 or something.
I just feel like the Timber, not either Timber, Ember, like they should have died less than Mind Control should have died more. Wait, Aurora into arrow combo. With there being enough damage, the Macro Fire and the Ice Pad. Oh no, Boxy's just not casting any spares.
Almost is. Boat gonna be on 2. Dark
Oh,
Blue's
some
gonna
Alliance
be out,
casualties
but
here.
also goes down.
Yeah, that was weird.
Guess he got comboed by the Ember and stuff. Must have been. Yo, did you see GH blow up those spiders though? Just the double Starstorm. All the spiders died.
They killed all of them?
Yeah, it's like the whole mass. Looked like a decent solution. So Koikfo basically runs in, but then he's like, oh shit, it's just me. So he probably got like Searing Chains or something and got comboed.
It's 30 seconds down for Alliance 2 cores. Liquid is gonna take advantage and try to knock their high ground.
Yeah, there should be a few tier 3 alliances. They have no boat. The best they can do is terrorize away. But if you use terrorize out of a
Searing Chain and arrow combo, they're just throwing spares and poor Insania.
buyback.
This combo is so good, man. Just slight Searing every time. Yule's just gonna dodge it.
Nice dodging the ice pad.
Man,
Still
nerf Ember.
Arrow is slightly missing. This is one of the great reasons to pick Miranato. It's a great re-engage tool, the Moonlight. So getting that tier 3 was big too, because it opens up the shrines for Liquid to take, and after they take the shrines, they can rush a lot more easily.
It's gonna be a lot more dangerous for Brood to spread on the map and maximize his farm, because anytime they do smoke and jump on him, there won't be backup as quick.
The nice thing about this Beastmaster is that it turns your cores that usually aren't that good into roshing into being able to rosh early. This Ember Timber dual core can't really rosh at any point in the game, but because this Beastmaster, he's 5 medallion, he can tank with the boar, he has the aura, so Radiant can now feel a little better about going to rosh once they get the map control again.
How do you like the Kunkka Radavato's second item here? Obviously it helps him.
Ember.
Yeah, exactly.
He can torrent, or he can X, and then Atos, and then torrent. And then the Ember can't dodge the X back.
Let's see.
I think it's decent.
Fishing for spider last hits. Doesn't get it.
More fishing for a hero last hit.
Maybe we'll see what he gets.
Ember re-queued up the Radiance, he's just gonna go Radiance. He wanted to pit stop for this Yule, so he wouldn't die anymore.
He's doing great, 1,500 gold. That's half the way there practically to the relic.
So Mickey, I think, is aware that they're rushing, so that's why he's at bottom, just split pushing.
It definitely seemed useful to have the fast Manta, I must say. Cause like the Diffusal Rush, maybe you get like a support pick off or two, but if you don't get those easy kills, then just having Manta is going to accelerate you so much faster.
Yeah, you never want to rush Diffusal.
People have started to stop going these on the carry heroes. It's like the first item is your power spike. Usually they try to aim their power spike to be their second or third item, so they can keep scaling. Like Slarks used to go treads Shadowblade and run around the map, and then they go Echo. Miracle should be fine unless they time the terrorize perfectly. But
Wait, Liquid heroes are coming over bottom. Their main objective is PL kill here. They're not gonna be happy with just the Taiga kill.
That was a great dust, actually.
Yeah, nice arrow. He's gonna dodge it, but he kind of has committed himself to death.
It's nicely done, defending that. Bunny Runes looks like they'll go 2 for 2. Oh, mind control. Just Jack in the bottle refill. That's where you kick your teammate right there.
What Mika did amazing there was, when he TP'd out, he pushed bottom with the illusions.
Yo. I just love how all the combos work right now. There's so many things that GH combos with this game. Like, they just have a hero that already counters the enemy lineup, and he gets a Yules because it makes sense. And now it's like the easiest arrow setups ever. Same
Yules
thing.
Into arrow, chains into arrow, disruption into arrow, even roar into arrow.
It actually makes Mirana such a better hero. So even though like the laning stage was a little bit weak, it just has become such a strong mid game too.
Yeah, it's now up to Liquid to try to end this game right now, or keep killing heroes so you don't need to end the game. if the game starts to slow down, I think it'll still favor Alliance. As of now, the best they can do is kill lanes with his Broodmother. Hope he gets a BKB and I guess win a fight. If they can maybe. I think winning a fight's out of the question right now though for Alliance.
Definitely feels hard. They need a lot of damage, they need a lot of focus. Feels like Kunkka is a vulnerability at this point.
Kunkka is he needs to be the strong hero that can be in the front lines, get his boat off, do so much damage, magic and physical, that the enemy team has to kill him. But he has 50% damage reduction, right? But Liquid just cuts through this damage reduction with Soul Catcher and Timber Saw. So this Kunkka has to be played like a scared hero. He's gonna double on me. He's gonna go back. I'm gonna kill these supports early.
But the Moonlight's gonna kite everyone here.
Terrorize is gonna catch only the Ember, but they're gonna try to turn him.
Nikkei is really low. Oh,
No doppelganger?
wonderful arrow.
He had doppelganger already there, but maybe he was hoping to get high ground to low ground jump.
Yeah, he didn't have vision too.
They're gonna X on Timber Saw, but he's taking damage.
Gets rooted.
Nice
Oh,
dodges
the first
arrow.
BKB from Koifa.
Disruption on the Timber
Is
Saw.
that
He's
gonna be
get
enough? Timber is really low.
Nice heals. Maybe get the chain out. Up the
Oh,
Bloodstone,
he
no?
used the Bloodstone.
There's no more Spirit Vessel, he's healing. Oh, he's gonna live, dude.
Alright.
That GH double Starford does a lot of damage.
This looks like the end of the game. I mean, I don't think they're gonna GG yet, but man.
I think they might be forced to.
I mean, they're probably gonna get at least one Rax, probably two here, but it just feels like, man, Liquid just constantly pressured from the beginning to the end. Timber defending the mid tower that one time. They were messing around behind tier 2s. Alliance was constantly sitting on the back foot. PL's definitely feeling slow, as we kind of expected. And it was kind of cool in the laning stage, but it wasn't that effective.
I think the peel pick was a little interesting for me. I think they have their reasons, but I'd be really scared of picking into this Ember Timber Saw. I think the Timber wasn't picked by the time they peeled, but
Yeah, I think so.
just having a PL and a Broodmother on the same team so the other team can pick a bunch of these, like, you know, Timber Saw, Ember, Sven's, these type of heroes. I think having that ability to just draft like that just makes Liquid's draft a lot easier.
Miracle had a passive Radiance on for quite a while. It's very uncharacteristic of him.
You don't like the backpack Radiance build? What
Could be
if
better.
Yeah, but what if he needs to use Arcane Rune?
What about
Well-
his drums?
Oh.
Okay, he's got it.
Alright, he can.
The real question is, could he backpack his Radiance for the rest of the game and still win? The answer is yes,
Probably.
because they're up by 14k.
Yeah, that means they'd be up, what, 9k on it?
Yeah, exactly.
As we say that they all want Koifa, but Koifa is gonna pop his BKB. The boat's gonna come and the run effect is there, but is that gonna be enough?
Timber Saw is killing everyone on the bottom side of the fight. Koifa doesn't have enough damage to
These
actually
guys are-
lifesteal up through.
This one looks like it's gonna go down. No, there's
he's
so
gonna go
much
down to
damage
the
from
damage.
Weeha.
He's
Weeha
just gonna
Timber.
expire. Oh, they're gonna catch the Kunkka too on the top side of the fight. Koifa's just gonna keep running down. He has 15 web charges, and I don't think they can catch him. They don't have much. Maybe a Yule's and an arrow setup, but Weeha just kind of alone. Gonna let Koifa waddle back to his base so they can type
Yeah.
in GG as a team.
That was the Liquid we expected to show up
Yeah.
at the beginning of the tournament. We haven't seen him that much yet, but like we said, they need some wins here. That's going to be their 4th game.